We are going to talk now about products, and specifically the root products. Dr. Laporte developed a group of initial products. They were the ones that we keep on talking as root products, and forever we'll do that, because they were the first ones to be developed in order to stimulate each skin organ according to the needs. We have put them together inside this round. It's one system that puts together all the products of Gernetic and puts them by groups. This way, we easily understand the function of each product and the order in a normal protocol of treatment, a cabin or home care. So we have 7 different parts. We have the immersion, when you have the essential oils, the bath salts, and also the perfume. The second part is preparation, where we clean the skin, we approach the exfoliants, the tonic lotions, everything that has to do with cleansing and tonifying. Then we have the part where we do the stimulation of what we need according to our diagnosis, according to the needs of the client. And in this part, we only have ampoules, as you may see. Then we have the part where we do the activation of this stimulation. And here, to activate, we have all the specific products for every kind of situation that we may need to approach. Anti-age, oils and imperfections, sensitive skin. We also have the spots, the hyperpigmentation. We have the sensitive skins. We have the energy. Then we go to the 5, the regeneration part. And here we have all the regeneration products as you know them. But to potentialize everything, we also need to do the reinforcement. And in the reinforcement, we use all the masks that we have available. You know that our masks, and I believe all of the masks that exist have 2 main functions. First one is the proper function that each product had, each mask had. But it also has another function that is to be, I don't know how to say in English, I believe is catalyzer. It stimulates the penetration of the products. It improves the speed of the penetration of the products. That's why it's the last one to put, because you have already put all the products that we need according to the steps. And then at the end, we reinforce that the penetration of the product with the mask. So the mask has actives on its own in order to activate, in order to moisturize, to nourish eyes, to firm. But the thing is that the mask also help us to improve the action of the products that we put before. It's a very nice thing. And at the end, of course, we need to protect the skin. So we have all the products that keep the water in the surface of the skin, in order to keep protected the surface of the skin. So inside of the root products, as I said, we have amino acids, vitamins, and trace elements, because these are the main 3 groups of elements that our body needs in order to keep itself working in a proper way. And so, as we talked about, we have 2 groups of root products, the regenerators and the stimulators. These are the regenerators. These are the root products that has as main action the nourish of the cell. Synchro, of course, Mito Special Plus, Immuno, Nuclea, Cytobi, Veinulo Special Plus, Macro 2000, Seno, Endo Special Plus, Adipo Gasta, and Vasco Artera. These are the main ones regarding the regeneration issue in a very strict and direct way. And here we have the accelerators. They are the ones who are going to stimulate the work of a cell, the functions of every cell. We have Vasco, Myo Myoso, mixed and oil skin, Sebo and Octo. So we're going just to talk a little bit, and it's not too long, about every product. But the main issue here is to understand which key organ it stimulates. In this case, for instance, Synchro has a very, very strong work in which are the liver cells, the epithelial cells, and the thymus cells. That's why it's so strong in regeneration, immunostimulation, restructuration. So it has as main actions the reparation of the tissue, to lower the process of inflammation, and everything that has to do with the main functions of each cell. The other one is Mito Special Plus. So it stimulates the pancreatic cell, the epithelial cell, and the thymus cell. So sometimes I have clients that ask me, but why is Mito so special? And I just say, if you stop breathing for 2 minutes, you will probably understand the importance of Mito Special Plus. Because Mito, as the name says, it's the great stimulator of the mitochondria of each cell. So it is a product who is going to stimulate the breath of a cell, the regeneration of the cell, the metabolism of the cell. So it's a very strong product, and that's why it's so important also to improve aging, but also to improve skins that need help. They are, when the light goes off, they need to wake up. It's like a skin that needs to wake up, needs to recover. So this is one of the main products in order to wake up the skin and put the cell working as it should. Immuno. Well, Immuno is a very important product when we work in the immuno system of our skin. Immuno stimulates the aortic inner wall cell, the velocity that our blood have to reach each cell from the moment that is launched by the heart. It's the aortic wall that gives that velocity to the blood. If the aortic inner wall is very strong, balanced, and it's not aged, it will do a stronger impulse to the arterial blood, and it will help the blood reach in every nutrient, every essential nutrient that the skin needs to get faster to our cells. So this is a very important product in order to stimulate the regeneration from the inside out of our body. At the same time, that is a very important stimulator of our immune system. That's why, put together with Synchro, we have a mix that I normally say that it's perfect for any kind of skin, because you need to approach the mix of each product according to the needs of each skin. So we have one product with them together that is always perfect for any kind of skin. Just put a little bit more of Synchro in the mix, or a little bit more of Immuno in the mix, and you have the perfect cream for every kind of skin, every imbalance, whatever. So imagine why. Because we have two so rich products in nutrients, but also with tools in order to improve the combination and the arrival of those nutrients to each one of our cells, in order to stimulate the regeneration process, the growth process, the differentiation process. So that's why when we apply this cream in old skin, or even a young skin, but that is very bad treated, we have a result in the moment that we apply the cream. It's amazing, really. Well, Nuclea. Nuclea is the product sometimes not well understood, and it's a pity, because it's a very important product when we want more balance or rebalance the work of melanocytes. Sometimes melanocytes have some difficulty to work together at the same velocity. And that's why sometimes We have some areas that are more fragile than others, and that's where, because of internal issues also, that's where we begin to have spots, have hyperpigmentation. Or the opposite, as vitiligo, as we understand it as a disease. Well, I can say that Nuclea treats vitiligo. We can't say that. What we can say is that Nuclea stimulates the work of melanocyte. So it rebalances and makes the skin more uniform when we talk about color. If you have vitiligo and we apply Nuclea, we have normally a very good result in the uniformization of the skin. So we can apply this product not only when we need to approach the stimulation of the production of color, but also because it has a very light texture. Also, when we need to regenerate post-acne or post-situations that we had, that we have skin with the need of regeneration, but it has a certain excess of oil production, and it does not go well with Synchro, for instance. So this could be a possibility in the regeneration of the skin. This is another one, Cytobi. Well, this is amazing. Well, this is one of the most expensive products, more expensive than Synchro. We can see why. Do you see the amount of cells that this product can stimulate? It's amazing. So this is an anti-inflammatory product, a regeneration product. This is a restoration product. This is also a depigmentation product, because sometimes hyperpigmentation is the result of a certain inflammatory process. When we have a product that stimulates or lowers certain inflammatory process, we gain with it. So normally we approach Cytobi when we are treating spots with skin glare. We don't talk of skin glare like now, but those are the two products of skin glare. This is one of the products that we normally put together with those in order to treat hyperpigmentation. We also use the ampoule of acid fleur, because very nice also to remove the dead cells from the surface of the skin in a very gentle way. So it's a very nice protocol that we have put together. But this Cytobi is not only for the spots. It's, as I said, a very complete and a very stimulating product that sometimes we approach together or in alternance with Synchro. Sometimes we have clients that in Portugal, we have genetics since 30 years ago. And sometimes we have clients that use Synchro since 30 years ago. And we try to change a little bit, even if not for so long, because they really want to go back to Synchro always. But the thing is, for 6 months or so, we are able to change a little bit and give new actives to the skin with this one, for instance. This one is a product that has two main actions. It's like the mask. It has a very important action when we talk about stimulating the vascularization process, because it stimulates the drainage, but it also increases the penetration of the products that we apply afterwards. So normally Vasco is a product that we apply after cleansing the skin and tonifying, before the specific products. And normally we start this product in the contour of the eyes to improve the drainage and to improve dark circles around the eyes. But it's also a very, very nice product when we want to stimulate the penetration of others. So it has two ways of working, or as I normally say, the second, it's a second effect of the first one. Well, this is a very special product when we talk about wrinkles. It has its name because of the analogy with myosina and actina. Myosina and actina are the two components that make together the structure of contraction and relaxation of the muscle. The two fibers that put together that work. So Myo Myoso is a product that works on two sides. Work the skin and give resistance to the structure of the skin, to restructure the tissue, to redensify the tissue, but also to give resistance to the tissue when the muscle works very much. We know that sometimes wrinkles begin because of our expressions. And so when we apply a product that increases the structure of the tissue, it resists better to this contraction and relaxation of the muscle in order to prevent it to form the small wrinkle that begins everything. So this is a very special product in order to take advantage of this situation, but also it gives to the surface of the skin a very tense appearance. So it's very nice to use in the day to give this feeling to the skin. But we also have clients that use it day and night, no problem. They just love it, and so they use it anyway. When we work on oil skins or even acne and inflammation, we always need to put together a group of products that work the surface of the skin to remove the oily part, and also work inside the skin. So these two products are the ones who are going to rebalance not only the pituitary gland, but also the liver and the gallbladder and pancreas, in order for them to stop asking the sebum gland to produce so much sebum. So these two, Sebo and pommage de graisse, are the ones who are going to rebalance all this issue. They work very well together when we work young people acne, or even menopause acne, because we also have that, not so much as in teenager, but of course we also have, because it has to do with the changes of the hormonal system, and may go to both sides, very dry skin and unbalanced and sensitive skin, but also sometimes very oily skin and with inflammation process. And of course, a very, very, very special line, that the whole breast line was the first, almost the first group of products, the very first, that were developed by Mr. Laporte, because really, well, he loved women. Everything that we need to treat with genetic, we could approach it first with with this group of products, because if we balance the hormonal system, many things in our body gets balanced. So we have Cyno, Endo and Macro 2000, and these products are the most important ones when we talk about this part of the hormonal system. But sometimes, I don't know in Australia, but in Portugal, in many countries, and France, worse, sometimes it's very difficult to make clients understand that we apply a product in the bust, and we have results on acne, or in menopause, or we balance our menstrual cycle, or we improve our mood, or we have an enhancement in our sex life because we have more will to do it. It improves our life. And one of the special products that we talk about as root products is Adipo Gasta, because it's a very important product when we talk about digestive system. It's a product that balances all the digestive system, but specifically we are talking about the intestine. Nowadays, they already understood that the intestine is the second brain, and it's very important to keep microbiota balanced, well put together with all the bacteria that we need. But still, it's very difficult to make clients understand that I apply a product in my belly or in my stomach, and I will get result in my digestive system. So what we need to approach is that we have a product that it's very rich in essential nutrients that are going to rebalance our cells, and so it will enter in the blood circulation in order to organize all the needs that our body has. So mainly what we need to understand is that I put actives on the bloodstream. I put actives around the cells. And if the cells need those actives, she will approach the actives for herself. That's how we balance the system. It also have a function to, as it balances our system, it makes us no longer have the need of eating some rubbish. What I mean is, our brain can't talk to us like I'm talking to you. So he can say, please do eat something sweet because I need some mineral, or eat something salty because I need some vitamin, or eat something acid because I need some amino acid. He can talk like this. So the way of talking is to give the brain an order that I need to eat something with a specific flavor, because normal, that flavor, it's going to apport that nutrient that I need. The problem is that we have an emotional cause also in the same way, because we could think, oh, I like so many sweets, I want so many sweets, I don't know, maybe my body needs so many actives that are sweet, or not, maybe we are just emotional unbalanced and we need some chocolate or something to balance ourselves. It can be that way also, but mainly and normally when we feel needed of some specific flavor, it means that our body needs that nutrient that has that flavor, and it's the body communicating to us. And the Adipo Gasta will give and will balance that harmony. So we normally stop having those appetites, those strange appetites, when we use Adipo Gasta in a very organized way. Oh, this is an amazing product because it improves our blood circulation in a general way, but it also improves the drainage. So it's very good to, well, I'm going to say to improve the question, the imbalance of cellulite, but I need to explain it first. Normally our cells, they are very clean. They don't like dirty, especially around them. So we have the connective tissue and all the cells there. And the connective tissue has water, has several elements, has different structures, has fibers, everything. And when it lacks drainage, that environment gets dirty because the cells put there all the metabolic result of their work, and so they need that to be drained. And if it's not drained, if the circulation is done with difficulty, what happens is that the cells get nervous. And when they get nervous, they get disorganized. And when they get disorganized, they start working in a disorganized way. For instance, fibroblasts, they get crazy with dirt. So they start producing collagen and elastin like crazies. So they form a net of fiber around them. And when we start producing this net or this quantity of fiber in a very disorganized way, the thing is that we start creating small fibroses in the tissue, in the connective tissue. And the tissue starts to have a very strange structure. It's what we call orange effect. So Vasco Artera is very important to this situation. Improve the drainage, improve the blood circulation, clean the tissue or the environment around the cell in order for the cell to work in a very balanced way. But it also helps us to penetrate the other products, as Vasco in the face. Because if we have a product that improves circulation, it will improve drainage, but it also will take the actives further away much faster. So that's why Lanfo and Vasco Artera are so much important when we talk about body treatments. We should never, I know that sometimes it's not possible when we talk about economic conditions, but the ideal, if you ask me, is every client, if she wants to treat cellulite, if she wants to treat fat, if she wants to treat sagging, whatever, she should use every time Lympho and Vasco Artera, and then the specific product according to their needs. Is it possible? Sometimes it's not, but we need, as I said, we need to approach our responsibility is to give the client all the possibilities. What she does, we are here also to help her choose, but we need to approach all the possibilities. Otherwise, she will never know. Veinulo is an ampoule that is very, very important when we talk about vascular spiders and the surface of the skin, or when we have a dilatation in the venous system, that venous no longer accomplish the task to put the blood up. Vasco Artera will do the inner job, and Veinulo will do the out job, will do the job in the peripheral part of the skin, in the surface of the skin. So it will improve the very thin capillaries that we have in the surface of the skin, to nourishize them, to rebuild the structure in order to help them to do the work.
Visit our website to claim your free trial pack or schedule a consultation or in-salon demonstration.